This is the post-event press conference for EFC 126 from the World Sports Betting Arena, Johannesburg, South Africa.
And that concludes another insane night of fights at EFC 126. We saw and still flyweight champion make his first defense in a great performance. I'm going to get straight into the bonuses so that we can get that out of the way and get the media asking questions. So I've got performance bonuses to Tannous for that epic knockout. That head kick was pretty epic. At light heavyweight, I've got to throw one walk-away down that walk-away because he definitely put on a great fight. And if anything, I think the dance itself should have earned a bonus. Zondi, because I know that that was a really tough matchup for him, a lot tougher than we thought. And Van Rooyen, for sure, he really fought that fight out and to get the win. And the fight of the night goes to Makangela versus Makari. Really great fight.
Vinny, if I can start with you. I just want to ask a little bit more about that very emotional thank you to your parents when you talked about the sacrifices that they've been through for you. Can you give us a bit more insight into that?
So, yeah, like I said, behind the scenes, a lot of people just see what's on the cameras and me performing well in a fight. But it's all thanks to my mother with the diets and all the pressure that she puts on me before the fight. My father, who's always there for me. I mean, there was so many late nights, even in my kickboxing career. The amount of late nights when I was preparing for world championships, there was, I mean, I was a high school child. They took me early mornings to training. They took me late nights to training. We didn't get in bed before 11 p.m. at night. And then they still have their jobs to do. They have a whole household to keep going. And I took a lot of time of that. And yeah, that's why I said I'm so grateful for what they did for me and still do for me. And yeah, just the sacrifices that they make for me, it just makes me very, very proud to be their son.
Ntando, congratulations on your performance. Just take us through that third round. It seemed to be sort of a pretty even rhythm the first two, and then all of a sudden you just changed things up, took him down and just went nuts.
Yeah, I think I was enjoying the fight. I wanted to stand a bit more with him and enjoy the fight, but then Demard is not a fan of that. He wants me to finish the job, so he told me in the corner, as soon as the round starts, I need to go there and finish the fight. I need to stop messing around. The guy's got a lot of power. He don't want to stay there too long, so I went and got the finish as he had asked. But I was enjoying standing up with him. I was really enjoying it.
Graham, what are we doing with Ntando Zondi? Because there was talk about possibly Ntando taking on Timna Mhlawuli, and that would be a possible contender fight. I mean, what do you see in terms of a matchup between Timna and Ntando? What do you think of that one?
Sure. Gift is also looking at me. He also wants that.
I'm like, whoa, what just happened?
Maybe Gift and Zondi should fight it out to fight Timna. But look, we also need to look at the weight divisions, what's happening there. I mean, guys, we are spoiled for choice. I don't want to commit to who's fighting who now. I want to sit down. There's a lot of things at play here. There's a lot of things at play there. And maybe we can navigate them in a more positive way so they don't have to, you know, destroy each other on the way up. We could actually have them ending up fighting for the title against each other. I mean, that's also another way. There's many ways to spin it.
No, Gift, I just got to say, I see you as a bantamweight these days. That's why I don't think, you know, you talking about not wanting to cut down to flyweight anymore. That's why I see you as a bantam these days. I meant no offense.
I am a bantamweight. I am. I've got no business at 125. That's not my division anymore. Like, I've got Natey there. That's where he's comfortable. That's like, we've switched roles. Nate was the bantam, I was the flower. We've totally switched. So when we're talking bantamweight fights or bantamweight contenders, there's nobody else. There's really nobody else but me left. So, like I said in the press conference, if somebody wants to jump ahead of me in bantam, we can sort it out, man. Before December, then we can make it happen.
Question for Zayn. You've had two really strong performances. I mean, tonight is about as strong a performance as it can be. Do you have a vision for your trajectory in the division? Do you have a plan? And how is it going according to that plan?
Okay, so yeah, the plan going forward would obviously be to make it to title contendership. And in order to get there, I just have to keep fighting. So like the plan is just to keep fighting. The next guy they put in front of me, that is the big thing that I need to achieve in order to get to where I need to be. So I'm focused on like my next fight and yeah, just making sure I perform.
And would you have anyone in mind for your next fight?
Anyone. Give me a middleweight, give me a light heavyweight. I just want to fight.
Just to add to Zayn's situation, light heavyweight, I mean, this is history. I think you can go back in the tapes for years and I'm saying the same thing. Light heavyweights are hen's teeth. To find light heavyweights is very difficult at the bottom. So while you're starting your career out, we always struggle to really get that momentum going. I think we're doing as good a job as we possibly can, and if not, I say a great job, at keeping Zayn active, getting him the right fights. And I think somewhere in the middle, we're going to start to really get traction around him from like guys like Msundele Hlongwa. That'll make more sense the more he progresses in his career. But that's where we're headed. You know, we want to build him up. We're giving him the fights that he needs to get in to win. I mean, he's really just absolutely disseminated his last two opponents. And we need to maybe up the ante a little bit with a stronger opponent for his third fight.
Billy, what are your thoughts on your next matchup?
Personally, anyone. Yeah, if Graham and Ashley can get another international opponent, or me going overseas, I mean, by all means, that's the aim. Like I said in the cage, the only way up is higher up, and yeah, that's the goal. I want to follow Enrique's footsteps, get to the UFC. So the more international exposure I get, the better.
And could you tell us a little bit about this fight? I mean, you didn't know much about Anatoly. He was very aggressive. You know, it was a proper scrap. How did the fight go according to what your expectations were? What was your experience in there? And of course, there was that Ezekiel choke and the guillotine. Maybe for a moment, I got scared. Just talk us through the fight because it was a complete unknown.
Yeah, so me and my team, we don't tend to really fully study an opponent. The thing is, we try to improve ourselves as a fighter, improve our weaknesses. We don't want to build yourself up according to your opponent. Like, let's say I'm fighting a wrestler, now I'm just preparing for wrestling. And then the next moment we step into the cage, he's keep on striking me. And I've prepared for wrestling and now he's striking me and the whole game plan is ruined. So the way that we prepare for a fight is improving my wrestling, improving my stand-up, improving everything to be a better fighter in all aspects. So yeah, he had the Ezekiel choke, but like I said, he gave me space. I was comfortable. There wasn't really much of a threat on that Ezekiel. Even in the guillotine, he wasn't in at all. I wasn't nervous at all when he tried to go for the guillotine. So yeah, I just kept myself calm, composed, and yeah, take what he gives me and work from there.
I think this is the fight he needed. Let's be real. He's been pigeonholed as a top striker. And if you want to diversify your skill sets and show the world that you're actually a complete fighter, you need to be able to go to the ground, and he's got incredible wrestling, incredible submission game, and, you know, round of applause. But for you, for your first submission win, which is great. And I think that if he can maintain this level of competition, it's going to be sky's the limit. All right.
For Ntando, I've watched you a couple of times, and often you put your opponents through physical and mental warfare, and it's just seemingly like it's increasing. And in this fight, it seemed exactly that. Was there at any particular point where you felt that the tide shifted in your favor for you to start applying that warfare even more?
I think even before the fight, like I felt comfortable. I think I had a conversation with Demart before the fight. How do you dress like that? I'm sorry. I had a conversation with Demart to just help me switch my brain on, and I think even in the fight, I was just too comfortable. I was enjoying it. I didn't want to give him an edge, whether physically, emotionally, mentally, and that's why every time he missed, I don't know, man. I was just having too much fun, and I think that's how I sort of broke him down, even mentally, even before even breaking him down physically. And I could see everything. He's fought Edson, he's fought Willie, he's fought Terrence, and I had a conversation with Edson, sort of like a breakdown, and I knew what to expect. So when I was in the fight, there wasn't a moment where I felt like, okay, I might be in trouble or whatever. No, I was happy.
All right, and that concludes the EFC 126 post-event press conference, and what a fight night it was. Thank you very much to all the performance bonus winners and all the athletes that competed on this fight card, the fans that came out to support, and the sponsors that keep driving this business forward. Thank you very much. We go into EFC 127 on the 11th of September, and that is a heavyweight title. Come on, we need that, against Elvis Moyo and Jikasa Matungo, which is highly touted, which is going to be insane, and I expect this whole venue to just be in constant excitement for that. It's going to be great. Thank you very much. Good night.
A warrior's legacy, an unforgettable career.
Elvis is the heavyweight champion of the EFC.
A record carved into the bones of EFC history.
This involving a legend.
Elvis Moyo, the legend, the storm. Wow. The name whispered in the halls of greatness.
But
now stands on the edge of his greatest enemy yet.
Drama, we knew it was going to happen.
But this isn't just another contender. Matunga Jikasa, Triple H, his friend's fiercest rival, enters the cage with a score to set and a message to send. After a fight clouded in controversy, the questions still linger. The fire still burns. Now, redemption is on the line. Moyo versus Triple H, EFC 127.